So you're like, what marketing strategy should I be invested in 2024? And hands down, hands down, hands down, it's email marketing. Email is king. Email is even more important than it was just a few years ago. And I'm Tiffany Garside. I'm an email marketing strategist and have been since 2018. Prior to that, I was a social media marketing strategist and a blog writer. And so I've seen the different phases of content marketing. And I must say, if I could even put it like this, if we're looking at like a state of email report, a state of marketing report in 2024, my insights, I'm going to say from experience and working with over 221 different businesses, whether they're HR companies, e-commerce, finance companies, education technology companies, all the things. What you want to do is understand that email is the bread and butter of every business right now. But that doesn't mean that you're just like sending out random emails, you're just copy and pasting somebody else's subject line, you're just like mimicking other people and letting chat gpt write your emails. That's where people go wrong. That's where people are like, well, email doesn't really work for me, I've been emailing people. So that's myth number one. Let's just bust that myth. Please do not believe and think that you can just write chat gpt emails, copy and paste them, and then just send them out to your audience, and your audience is going to feel heard, seen, and understood, right? People buy from those they know, like, they trust, but to build trust, they need to feel heard, seen, and understood. And it's impossible for them to feel heard, seen, and understood with cookie cutter content. Like, you baked those chocolate chip cookies when you were young with your mom, and she had like the cute little cookie cutters, and y'all made like a few little smiley faces or, some hearts. Don't do that with your email marketing strategy, okay? This isn't cookie cutter strategies. This is, let me listen to my audience and figure out what they need. Let me look at the data. Let me look at what has worked. Let me look at the industry right now and see where the gaps are, where I can talk about from an educational standpoint what is needed for their problem, the biggest problem they're experiencing. That's where email comes in, okay? So instead of using that chat GPT mindset, instead what you can do, you can start to be more solutions oriented and understand that the person who comes across your business and is already on your email list, they're already problem aware. So you don't have to keep creating content that's like how to XYZ. That's not email content. How to XYZ. That's not email content. Email content and copy should only be consideration stage copy, unless it's a welcome sequence and they're just getting to know you. But if you're sending newsletters a couple times per week on a consistent basis all through the year, this should be consideration stage copy, which is X versus Z. Your solution versus the other solution, or why you need to buy now instead of putting it off later, or what happens in your life when you put it off later versus what happens in your life when you have our solution now, right? That's the type of mindset and the type of strategy that goes behind email marketing if you want to make revenue consistently from email and convert all those leads that you're getting either from your videos, your ads, whatever your lead acquisition source is. You now have to diversify and hone in on how you actually sign those clients, okay? And signing clients, again, people only buy from those they know, like, and trust. And then they're only going to trust you if they feel seen, heard, and felt. They're only going to trust you if that happens. So if somebody comes to your email list and they're like, it feels a little bit tone deaf, it feels like more how-to content, and they can't get any quick tips, they don't feel like, I'm sure this person can help me get to the next level, then they're not going to buy. And that could be something that you're experiencing right now, where you have high open rates, but you don't have a lot of clicks and you don't have clients coming through consistently on a rolling basis. Our clients in the agency, they get new inquiries on a rolling basis. And as a bonus, remember that we're in an age where people receive so much content all at once. Just like you log into Instagram and it's thing after thing, news, thing after thing after thing. And so sometimes it is going to take that extra measure of, let me send them a SMS. Let me have a follow-up sequence in place for the people that book calls. Let me have a follow-up sequence in place for when I send emails and people click. Don't forget them. Send a follow-up sequence. And this is the reason that you need to have a fractional marketing director, a fractional email marketing strategist on your team to help you collect that hidden revenue, that retention revenue that's just sitting there, because this is what corporations do. Okay, when I was working with Clever Education Technology, Function of Beauty, some of these big corporations, a lot of their marketing budget, that's how I can put it, a lot of their marketing budget goes into retaining the people that get in contact with, because on average it takes them by 6 to 12 times to see your brand before they buy. And how much more is that true? That was like back in 2018 when that stat came out from HubSpot. So I would imagine it's even more true now in the age where there's just so much information. People want to work with you, but they literally just forget. So why not remind them? Find the time to remind them, or invest in someone who can help you remind them so you can get that extra revenue and live your best life and start to have more vacations, go on retreats, diversify your business, invest in real estate, whatever it is you want to do. It's going to become tangible and possible when you follow up. Talk soon.